Hello and welcome. As you have voted, today we're gonna talk about beginner guide in Chivalry 2 game. I see that this game has got a lot of new players, but as I see, lot of them are struggled with basic things. So I decided to make this guide to help new players to get faster in the game and to learn quicker. So, as you know, there are three factions: Agatha, Masons, and Tenosha. Each of them have four different classes of soldier: Archer, Vanguard, Footman, and Knight. All of these classes are same for every faction: health, stamina, weapons, and so. The only difference between them is the skin. Now, when I have introduced faction and classes, I will now focus on basic things new players should know. So let's get started. There are two types of view, first and third. Everyone should play with the view the most suitable for their gameplay, but in my view, I use mostly the third person view because it gives me the better view of battlefield and enemy movement. But the first view is better for dueling because it's easier to block and counter enemy attack. Also, if you prefer to play with Archer, you should go for the first view for better experience and easier gameplay. As I have mentioned, there are four different classes with three subclasses. Each of them has different status and bonuses, but today I will only focus on the starting one you will get. Let's first start with the basic movement. Many of you are familiar with this, but there is always someone who is not. There is slow movement and running. The movement is one of the most important things in Chivalry 2 game. Good movement can decide any duel, so I will show you several things that you should know about movement. First one, as I said, is fast and slow movement. You can see the difference between it visually, or if you want to know that your character is running 100%, the two arrows in up direction will show on your middle screen. Moving faster means that you can change direction faster or escape duels in time if there is no chance for winning it. But also, it means that you can do some tricks with it, like this one. Run toward the enemy when you see that he is about to start attacking, change direction, let him hit in empty and come back and strike him. Or this one. Let the enemy think that you are running away and let him chase you. And when he is focused on chasing you, simply start attack and fast turn around while he isn't expecting it. This will leave your back open for throwing attack, but if you are low health or don't have chance for winning the duel, this can be good maneuver. It's a risk, but you never know will enemy think about chasing you or throwing weapon at you. Another thing I want to talk about in movement is dashing and dodging enemy attacks. Dashes are done with A, S and D button combined with space button. For example, left dash, right dash and dash back. It helps you avoid enemy attack. Even you can block incoming attack, dashing can give you less stamina loss than to defending incoming attack, especially incoming special attack, and without stamina you can't do much in fight. Footman has the lowest stamina loss on dash, while the Knight have 50% stamina cooldown on dashing, so it's not meant for every class. Let's say that every class have different fight approach. Dodging enemy attack can be used with Ctrl plus S or Ctrl plus W button. It helps you to evade incoming enemy attacks, but timing must be good to success in that attempt. So, when I have showed you the basic movement, now it's time to go to the basic attacks. There are several kinds of attack: side, overhead, pierce and special attack. And all those attacks can be light and heavy. That means that light attack are faster and give less damage, and the heavy one are slower and give more damage to enemy. Also to know, heavier use more stamina, so be careful not to waste any attack. There are two types of weapon: primary, main weapon, and secondary as a backup weapon. The secondary weapons are usually the shorter one like sword, mace, hatchet, cudgel, knife, and so. Don't underestimate the secondary weapon because it can be deadly as the main one if you know how to use them. Special attack are the most powerful attack. You can use them on Q button if you play on PC. This attack can be delivered in faster and slower way. Now you will wonder how to deliver which attack, and I will tell you how. To deliver a fast special attack, you must reach full speed in movement. and you will know that you are at full speed when you see two arrows in up direction in the middle of the screen, as I have talked about in movement. Slower attack takes more time to deliver, but it can be strong as fast one. But it leaves you open for hit for 1 or 2 seconds for enemy attacks while it's delivering. You can flourish your weapon clicking on scroll wheel. Some of you will find this only for fun, but it can be used in combat, and let me show you how. It can be used to make your enemy think that you are going to attack them, and that will automatically force them to start attack or to put them in defense mode. If they start to attack, you can evade it or counter it easily. Or if they are defending, they will lose stamina a little bit for holding the defense button, and this can give you upper hand in combat. And the best thing is that doesn't use stamina while doing it. If you find yourself in a situation where you want to attack enemy, but before releasing hit, you see that it will be a mistake. You can easily cancel that attack with the V button and give yourself chance to defend against upcoming hit or change your way of attack on enemy. Depends on situation you are in. If you see that your enemy is holding block too much, or after every hit you give, you can always use kick on F button to destroy their guard down and open new way to hit them. I suggest to use light attack after kicking enemy because it's shorter hit time and the enemy won't have time to block that first attack. If you try it with a heavy one, there is a chance the enemy recover and to put guard back, so it's better to land that one hit than to risk with heavier. Of course, that is your choice what you will try, but for beginner, I suggest the light attack. The one thing that you should know about kicking enemy is that kick won't interrupt enemy attack. So if the enemy has start attack and you try to hit them, you will get that hit without doing anything to enemy. So choose right time when you want to kick enemy. If you find yourself hit by the enemy and have your guard down, don't worry. You can always jab enemy with air button and cancel any enemy incoming attack, giving you time to recover or to start counter attacking. If you see that enemy is trying to run from the fight, you can always use trough to finish your enemy, hitting them in the back. As you can pick almost every weapon and item, you can also throw anything in the game, so don't hold back with throwing your weapon at enemy if you have a chance. You can always pick up another from fallen enemy or around objects in the map. Some classes like Knight and Footman have charge attack which knock back enemy on the ground, giving you time to hit them while they are lying down. There are a lot of ways to approach enemy in combat and to fight with them, and I will show you the trick I use against enemy that works on 90% of them. The trick is changing attack direction in middle of attack. That will confuse lot of them, making them think that you stop it with attack or deconcentrate them because they will be focused on the first started attack and catch them off the guard. To do that, start with some light attack and before first attack release, start with another attack. You can combine every type of attack and my favorite is fake left click attack changing to heavy overhead. For new players, the best class to learn this will be the Footman with sword plus shield. It has fast attack and direction change. Later you can try with other weapons that are slower. Some of you will now think why not first with a slower weapon. And the reason is that slower weapon take more time for hit and gives the enemy time to read your trick and not to fall for it. The another trick I want to show you is the firing chicken. It's popular among players, but many of them don't know how to get that and use it. Well, the first thing you need is chicken, of course. After you have found chicken, you need to find a place where you will put that chicken on fire. You can do it by burning yourself with a chicken or using jab air button to put chicken in the fire. After that, go around and put those players to the fire with chicken with a jab button. Bird and enemy are distracted easily and I see a lot of them panic after getting burned. And to finish them off, you have the secondary weapon for that. Every class has its special ability. There is Square that restore your ammo, there is Brazier that put your arrow to fire, there is Banner that will slowly heal every ally around it, there is Bandages that will heal wounded ally, there is Oil Pot that will burn enemy in the area you have thrown it, and there is Horde that will instant heal all allies around you. Countering enemy attack require a good timing. hold block and try to focus an enemy weapon that is going towards you, and before they land hit, start attacking same attack type they have started on you, and you will counter their attack. To riposte attack, hold block, and after successfully block, immediately attack back. Be sure that you don't hold block for too long because it drains your stamina, which will leave you without defense and open for enemy attacks. You can heal yourself by pressing number 5 using bandages or by eating food you find on the map. You have only one bandage after spawn, so if you use it you need to find supply box to resupply it. Same is with arrows and throwables, like mallet or knives. Those throwables can be also picked up in the map or from fallen enemy that have been hit by one. If you are not sure that you can do those things that I have talked about, you can always go to offline practice with bots. It's not shame doing it. Even me go there to try some new things and combination. Also, you have beginner mode with large number of bots and few players, and 40 players mode with lower player count to slowly get into the game. I hope that you have managed to learn the basic things in Chivalry 2 game. If you have any question, I will be more than happy to help you if I can. I want to thank you for watching the video, support the channel by hitting that like and subscribe button. Until next video, see you in comments below. Bye guys.